Hello everyone, welcome back to this session. In this lesson, we will learn how to create an autonomous database. So to begin the process, you just need to know in which compartment you want to create the database, and again in which region you want to create this autonomous database. So select the region and one in within this hamburg, click on this hamburg menu, and here go to Oracle database. Here you will see autonomous database. So click on this autonomous database button. So once you click on this button, it will show you all the existing autonomous databases which are already created. So now you click on this create autonomous database button. So it will open you the create database autonomous database page. So here it will give you the compartment name, which you have access by default. If you want to change the compartment name, you can click here like this, and you can uh, select the compartment you want. And here now you give the uh, database name whichever you want. I am giving it as DBA. The database name also I'm giving the same name, test DBA. So, and again here you have four types of flavors. One is data warehouse, which is for data warehouse applications, and again we have transaction processing, which is for batch jobs or transactional process, and machine learning and this all. So JSON and again Apex database. So I'm selecting transactional processing. And again we have two types of deployment models. So one is shared infrastructure and other is dedicated infrastructure. So it's a server. Shared is infrastructure is nothing but a serverless autonomous database. So dedicated is a, you'll be getting a like a dedicated Exadata infrastructure with this autonomous database. So let me select shared infrastructure workload type. So now here you have to click see the version which you want. The base version is that available version is 19 in autonomous database. So now let me here the database version is 19c and OCP count. So if you want to scale up, right, if you want to give more CPU, you can increase increase the CPU count. And let me also, I can also decrease the CPU count. And also here you can enable this button, like auto click on this button if you want auto scaling to be enabled up to 3 times the like a maximum. If I provision 3 CPU count, right, it will increase up to automatically it can increase up to 9 CPUs actually. So this is let it be like auto scaling. I am giving it as one OCP count because it's just a sample database, so I am giving you one. And here you can define the storage type. So storage type I gave it as 1 TB because it's a test database. If you want to have more storage, you can have define here the storage like 118 TB or something like that. And patching you can select as by default it will be regular. You can also do like early patching. So it's like a priority, like when to patch your database. So I just gave early because I want my database to patch as early as possible. The patches gets released. So now uh, create the administrator user credentials. So the default administrator user for autonomous database is admin user. So here now when you want to create a password, you give your password let me okay. So in this, let me write a password. So this is what I am giving the password. So it is asking like password must be 12 to 30 characters, uppercase and lowercase and one number. The password cannot use symbols, character other than. It's giving an error. So password. So here it cannot contain symbols. So let me check. And then 11, 12, yeah. So let me give a 12 digit password. So here I give the password and I give the confirm password. Now again coming to the uh, network access type, you can give like secure access from like it is a default network access. You can like from wherever the IP port you can access this database. So if you select this, but if you want to have only separate VCN like virtual cloud network, only restrict access towards only particular ports, right? You can select this private endpoint. Here you can give like virtual cloud network and you can give the subnet. Then it will restrict the access within the within the subnet area. So now again, when you come to the licensing part, you have two options: bring your own license and license included. If you have any existing licenses included, right, it will be you can like you have any existing license in your on-premise model, you can select this approach like bring your own license and you can give it. If it doesn't have any license, right, you can give like if you want to subscribe to the Oracle, right, you can use this one license included. So now and again during the any notification any maintenance windows, if you want to get information like a notification, right, you can give your mail ID. Then it will send a notification when there is any maintenance activities like patching or any other activities. So now this is like overall simple template, basic template like how to create a database. And if you go to the advanced option, right, I have again encryption. So by default, it will use its own encryption like Oracle managed keys for encryption. If you want to have a custom encryption, you can use encrypt using custom managed keys. So I'm going with the default encryption using Oracle managed keys, and I'm clicking on create autonomous database button. So it's showing as provisioning. You can track the status from here. Like when you scroll down the page, right, you can see work request. So once you go here, right, it will show you this task, create autonomous task. So you can track from here, like how much percentage it is completed and what all the steps internally it is doing while creating this autonomous database. So it will get refreshed automatically, like the status accordingly, load the status accordingly. It will show the percentage of completion of the percentage status of this database completion. So the database creation is completed. Now you can see here, the database has been created, testDB. So this is created and this is available right now. So the database is up and running fine. So here, these are the metrics like statistics or performance, and these are the, so database is available, autonomous database. This is how you create a database, autonomous database from OCI console. Thanks for your time, and we'll meet in next lecture.